It's working on live stream too, so that's important.
Yeah, look at these freaking tires. These are like 120K, I think he said, for this car. Pretty awesome. Runs off jet fuel. And so here's the Starlink cable that we ran coming out of the window right here. Starlink cable. And I can confirm we had internet that wasn't that great over there where the camp is. And then we came all the way out here and look where we're at. We're like all by ourselves, bro. You know? And then nothing. You got no service. Of course, you just get a little bit away from the camp, you got no service. It's not service, it's Wi-Fi. And then we come over here and we set this up in the window, the Starlink, it's a Marine Starlink. And then within 10 minutes, you have internet. And that's what we've been using for live stream. They're like, oh, you're live streaming Antarctica? It's like, instead of being like, how epic is it that you guys just live stream for like the first time ever in history from Antarctica? Instead of having us to sit here in the dark and wait for you to come back and just hear what happened, you are able to literally live stream from your MacBook and take requests and answer chats. It became a conspiracy that it was fake.
Hey, Witsit, is it ever like that? Do y'all have Wi-Fi constantly as long as Starlink is hooked up on your Starlink device?
Yes.
So have you like checked to see if the satellite's even overhead? Like, is it ever like, oh, there's no satellite right now, it's not working. We have to wait for it to
No,
come back
actually, no.
on.
No, I actually haven't done
That's
that.
weird. I would like to track those Starlinks and see if you actually have to wait for one to come around to see if you get Wi-Fi.
Well, just go track it because you have it 24/7.
If the
That's
Starlink
weird.
is inside of that building right there, I'm wondering what the range of the signal is. Like, how far can you walk away from that building and still stream?
So pretty amazing. I was talking to Kai earlier in that thing, and we were all the way over there, and it was.
It doesn't seem like it's working off a satellite though, because you would have to wait for it to like. I don't know how many there are, but you'd have to wait on it to come around.
A bunch of
What's the
satellites.
orientation of the Starlink dish? What orientation direction did you guys have to face it?
Just southeast.
Southeast. Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is like illegal, but is there any way you're able to like take anything from there, like a rock or a souvenir? Or like, I guess the ice would melt, but is there any way you could take
You're
a
not
little?
supposed to. You're not supposed to. Because a lot of people want us to take like a little bit of ice and put it in these little containers, even if it melts, you can freeze it.
Right, that'd be cool.
Yeah, they tell you not to take anything. And these are like 3 little vials, but we would never break the law.
It's gotta be so weird not hearing crickets at night.
Dude, not an insect in sight, dude. Nothing can survive out here.
What night?
I mean, when it is night, there,
Exactly.
it's really weird.
Yeah, dude. No humans come out here when it's night, bro.
Of course, of course. What
You know what's such a trip, bro? Is like it being 2 a.m. and then it looks like it's noon. Like, it's crazy because you're like you don't know when you can sleep and you're like so confused the whole time. It's crazy.
What is sad though is like night would be epic because you would see the stars so good. I think, right? Actually, I don't know. I don't know. Are there stars down there?
Yeah, this is my boy John.
Want to hear?
What's happening?
Want to hear something?
First on
freaky
Discord.
with, oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Rhythm.
He's real deal. He's real deal. Yeah. Probably ready to go sleep.
Yo, I heard McToo
This is
say
what took us
something
out here.
interesting that he's going to do a reverse Eratosthenes, he's not pointing at the equator. I'm just wondering how on the South Pole or at the bottom of a globe do you avoid pointing at the equator if every direction is like going to be towards the equator?
I don't know. I haven't kept up with all the stuff that they're planning to do.
So it looks like there's a Starlink over Punta Arenas, and then I looked up how far Starlink actually gives, and it says 342 miles. And then I looked up how far is it from Punta Arenas to Antarctica, and it said 1,870 miles. But maybe somebody can double check me on that. So I'm not sure how y'all are getting Wi-Fi from that satellite if those numbers are right.
No, if you say made for kids, it, like super suppresses the where it goes.
Yeah, it's interesting because all the Starlinks I've installed for my different clients, I've had to situate them to the north, where they all face north. So for you, that one to face southeast, that's interesting.
Yeah, and if you've never had
You
a
can double
break
check
in
with
like
the mechanical compass in a sec.
I mean, it just
We'll go
seems
on the
like you
news.
have to wait for another one to come back around every now and then. Anyway,
There's a bunch of them though. There's bunches of Starlink satellites.
I'm looking at them right now, and there's like one apparently flying over Punta Arenas, but that's about it for that area.
Well, it seems to be working pretty well.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's awesome that they have it.
It is awesome, but I'm just skeptical of the satellite thing. That's all.
Yeah.
They're saying that the Starlink, they looked them up and there's like one over Punta Arenas and it says the range is 38 miles away or something. I
That's
don't know.
just what I found.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how
That's what
how
they
y'all
found.
always.
I'm trying to think of a good, legit, logical reason to not want you to take like any ice or a little pebble or a dirt sample or anything like that. Like, I mean, especially just ice. Like, why they wouldn't want you to take it from there. I can see them like something logical as to why they would say don't take any down there, but to take any from down there back home, I don't understand that.
Well, they just tell you not to take anything, right? Like, and they actually, I think they actually made, they actually said that example. I think.
That's
Well,
an
it could
actual
melt.
thing. You can't take snow or a rock from there. Is
No,
that
it's
serious?
that's stealing.
No.
I mean, it's
That-
pretty simple. You have a wide rule that covers everything, so you don't have to deal with exceptions. And it's also just liability for, the rules that Union Glacier has to set things up down here.
Right, because the
That's the only
exception
way they
would
can
be
get
that,
approved.
Yeah.
well, I'm just saying the exception could be that somebody comes and they have like backpacks full that they want to pack with rocks and stuff, and yeah, now they're disturbing the landscape, maybe.
Yeah, and like, what if they make a snowball and like put it like a rock in it and then throw it at someone and it kills them? Like that might be a problem.
Or they could take a
It's
rock and then they'll test it and they'll realize it matches the same rocks from the moon and there'll be a problem.
Ah, she's on it. Yeah.
I mean, they're like obviously, if Witsit rolls around and does like a snow angel or something, like he will be taking a sample of the ice back in his wet clothes on the bottom of his shoes. So it's not like you can't take anything from there. It probably is what Yasuke said. There's even like state parks that like you can't take rocks from this pebbly beach. It's like, well, I'm going to anyway. That people can't just come and collect as much as they want. So they just, you know, overarchingly say you can't do anything. But you can
Yeah.
probably just
Yeah,
A
but I would also have to
frozen
get to a
wasteland.
rock. I would also have to get to a rock, and that's much more that's the bigger obstacle.
Oh, right, because you're not really up on those mountains and stuff. Yeah, because I've seen when they're up at Mount Vincent where they might be near some rocks and things, but yeah, where you guys are, you're just like, it's just all ice. There's no rocks available.
We could actually walk. So there's like a few places since we're gonna be here. There's a place called Elephant Tusk or something. And there's a place called Ice Shovel and Ice Drop, or I don't know, something like that. And one of them, it says a 45-minute walk, like in and out, and then it's just like a super flat frozen lake. And I was like, oh, you mean curved? So I don't know. We may do one of those. I don't really know. Oh no, I want to go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? It's 11:41 here. What in the world, bro?
yeah. And
You
it's
guys
even
can see that's
later.
pretty surreal.
And it's even later to your biological clock because of where you came from in the first place.
Yeah, and there's everything like all the different time zones or like just the different like flights and like all this like sleep schedule flipped over upside down. It's crazy. But yeah, this is obviously all just real. It's pretty. Trust me, bro. Like, guys, do you don't think? What do you think is going through my mind? I came down here and am seeing it with my own eyes. It's pretty crazy, bro. You're like, oh, it's gonna go down, right? I mean, the sun doesn't just do circles around you, and it does. It is.
Yo, what's it? Regular compass that you brought, is one end dipping, hitting the bottom plate?
On one of the compasses, yes, big time. The compass dips hard. I think it's the southern portion. The compass dips hard.
The other one, no problem, of course, because it's floating. Okay, we got that straight.
On that
Only
topic,
one was super cool.
did Toon use his dip compass? Just on that topic, or any results on that? Did you see?
I mean, if he brought one, then yeah, he used it, bro. He's like going to town.
Yeah.
There you go, guys. We know for sure. We knew it before, but now we have confirmation that the compass and dips. Remember what we were saying before, guys? There you go. So those compasses are useless down there.
Yeah, look, this is where they put a bunch of like blocks of ice in a giant circle to look at the shadows.
Have you seen the moon?
No. Negative. Apparently, he's got some guy in Murdo that's gonna film a 24-hour moon. I don't know.
Yeah, didn't they predict a 24-hour moon too?
No, he just said that he thinks that the 24-hour moon is a problem for fires as well. And he's got a guy in McMurdo that's supposed to do it for him in a couple days after we leave. All right, I'm gonna try to
Yeah,
tell them that we gotta go.
before I concede anything with them, I would try to look at that angular size change. I mean, you can concede whatever you want, but I'm just saying I wouldn't be so quick to be like, oh yeah, like I want to see like some different measurements and stuff, you know. And I'm skeptical if like the size change and stuff doesn't go their way, they might not release the data. So I'm so glad y'all are getting that data too.
It looks like there's 2 satellites over Antarctica right now, according to their tracker.
I hate to suggest something because I know what it's like when you're doing something and someone wants to tell you how to do it better, and that's not what I'm trying to do. But here's a suggestion for you: when you're live streaming, maybe like be aware of where you're pointing the camera, where we get something other than at your feet or the snow right below you or something.
Oh, I've shown the landscape for like 10 straight minutes. I'm not
Yeah,
really
I'm
sure
not
what else I
sure.
could show. You know, like at this point, I was saying like I want to go in here and tell them that I want to go to sleep. I don't know what else you want to see, you know, but
No,
this is
I
all
mean
that's here.
it's just cool to have something to look at if you're while you're live streaming is all. I mean, it's no big deal. I was just bringing it up.
Well, also part of this was I was saying like, look, that's the shadow from the sun. That's totally not a simulator. Yeah, as soon as I got here, I was like, okay, I feel the sun. That's real. I did take lots of solo spots though. But okay, I'm gonna get out of here. I mean, I'll listen to you guys and stuff, but I'm gonna stop doing a little like tour with the camera. I'm gonna come in here and try and tell them that I want to go to sleep.
Well, I
You
think
know,
Jaren got his 24-hour footage, so I think it's time to get some good, 8 hours of rest, man. You did what you came to do.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
would
of
be cool
course.
if
All
y'all
right.
could upload any of that so we can look at it too and try to analyze it.
Yeah, maybe so. Obviously, the upload's like abysmal. It's like 4.5 or something. But
Bless you.
yeah, I'll see what we can do. All right, I love you guys.
Hey, how
What's that?
cold is it right now?
Just
Hosho was
So
almost
it's
going to be there with you guys.
12 degrees. This feels like 20.
Like 20?
Yeah, because there's no wind. There's tons of sunlight off reflecting on you.
Looks fucking
At your
beautiful.
4 a.m. Witsit is when they
Bless
started
you.
getting really cold. Like in the Mictune live stream, they were getting freezing whenever it was around 3 or 4 a.m. for them.
Okay. I will say if you just stand out here for any extended period of time as well, like you get progressively cold. I'm sure. Okay, I'm going to go. All right, I'll stay in Discord, but I'm going to stop the camera.
But you have to
man.
get you have to get sunburned
All
so we
right.
can prove that it was the real sun that burned you.
I'm already
Right.
sunburned. I'm already sunburned, dude.
Oh wow.
It's like painful, and I've been wearing sunscreen, which I hate.
Are you going to be on Duffy's stream? I thought I saw he's going live in like 10 minutes.
No, no. I want to go on my bed. That's fine.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Rest up and get a charge for the rest of your time. Yeah. What day are you there till? Like Monday?
I think it'll leave till Wednesday. We're forever.
Oh yeah, 14th to the 18th till Wednesday. Yeah, nice. You got a few more days. Yeah, so get some sleep and
Yeah, exactly. We made sure we knocked it out the first pretty day. There's been like no clouds. It was like perfect. So we got it done. We'll try and do maybe a 24-hour live stream before we leave. And yeah, then people will move the goalposts again. But it's all good. I will
Don't let
say
it
is
get to you,
I'm glad I
man.
came. No, yeah, it's all good. It only gets to me in a way when it's like people I've known for a long time. But it's totally fine. It's all good.
are there
All
some
right.
people are there some people we don't have to get into it now, but people you were close to and like that you're surprised at what's going on basically with this?
Yeah,
with them?
yeah. They would like even suggest that I'm like some actor or something is so insane to me. But they're like coping, I guess.
Hey,
Yeah.
Witsit, see if you see any observations that are too far away on there that should be hidden on a globe. That'd
I
be
mean,
cool.
it looks like you can see from everything from too far away. The problem is like
I
getting
know.
the distances to the what you're seeing.
I know, because everything's fake. All the maps down there are fake, huh? So you can't tell.
I mean, you
Maybe
can use
ask
their
people
maps, but
working
I don't
there.
know.
Maybe ask people working there. What is that mountain? How far away is it? And how tall is it? You know, or something like that.
You can see from super far away, and everything's super flat,
That'd be
like
cool to
for
give them
sure.
some evidence of flat Earth before you leave.
No, we talked about that, like some infrared shots. We just need to make sure we get like distances or whatever. But everything's super flat 'cause it's all ice. You know what I'm saying? Like if
Yeah,
you're walking
give
on
them
ice.
some.
Hey, is it true that
The
Duffy
sun.
checked up with McToon?
Be like,
Hey,
yeah,
you
we
what?
saw a 24-hour sun, but we didn't see
What?
too far. That'd be funny.
A little
Did you
comedy.
guys bring any kind of light meter to measure the spectrum of the light and the intensity?
Yeah, yeah.
What
Check
does
it
it
out,
measure?
man.
What's the the temperature of the light? Like the
I don't
Kelvin
know.
spectrum.
All of that is over in a book. An
Text
actual
help is
Lux
taking
reader.
the tech. Yeah.
I got an actual Lux reader, and then I have like an app Lux reader.
They'll have a lot more data for us on devices that can't give live readings and can't do live streams. There's all sorts of measuring tools going on. We'll just have to wait
Also,
till it
like
gets back and uploaded.
we've been like just really focusing on all the 24-hour part as well, and then like live streaming because we have to go all the way back to camp to eat each time, and it's been a whole thing.
Maybe just a
Hey, I
few
was
times a
saying
day.
earlier.
Try to
Go
do like
ahead.
every 6 hours or something. That'd be cool.
I was saying earlier to the group, man, while you're there, maybe these employees, they're not military employees or whatever, but maybe they could answer some questions on Antarctica trivia, like what they know about the, whatchamacallit detector. What was it, guys? The
Lie detector?
neutrinos? The,
Oh.
the
Neutrino, yeah.
Yeah, maybe ask them if they know anything about that.
They probably have no clue. They probably never heard of it, bro.
Yeah, there are a bunch of guys from Alaska, and then during their winter, they come here, and they just like make know how to show people how to climb mountains. I'll ask though. Yeah.
And this will be even terrible to say, but it's a joke. But if you go up in the plane with the dude, maybe you should like see if you can take the wheel over and start flying, fly south, hijack the
Yo,
plane.
take my chance. Take my chance. I'm gonna run out of fuel pretty quick though. It's a small plane.
Oh
Just
man.
bring your box cutter along. That's all you need.
Yeah, make a couple phone calls. Let the guests make phone calls while I take it over.
Hey, good shit, Witsit. Good shit, man.
Absolutely.
Do you think from that plane you'll be able to see if it's like an isolated continent, or do you think it's gonna be like too
No,
big
no,
to...
no. It's so huge, dude.
It's far too low.
'Cause in that big plane, we were really high up. It was like negative 67 degrees Celsius, and the pressure was insane. Like if you opened a bottle, it just exploded. And
You
dude, it
think
was
they'll let
just
you?
as far as the eye could see, even in infrared, it's just a vast array of ice and mountains.
Would they let you launch a weather balloon? I'm sure they have weather balloons down there, but like maybe put a camera on it.
That's
Well, that
definitely
would have
not
been cool.
happening right now.
Not there. There's no
Yeah.
one at that base. Like there's one little trailer.
Well, we learned that we could have brought. Actually, this is like a separate place just for us. The base has 70 employees and like tons of like up to 100 guests, and all that stuff. But even though we're like one of only a handful of guests apparently. But yeah, we learned that we could have brought way more stuff, which sucks because that would have been one thing. I don't know how heavy that would have been, but because they actually do kind of accommodate whatever you want. Like, oh, you're here to see the sun, okay, and they like fully accommodated us, like whatever we asked for.
Hey,
That's
Witsit. Sounds like your satellite connection is pretty good there.
it is, yeah.
Yeah, it's incredible. That was like
Amazing.
4K footage at 60 frames per second. That's absolutely insane.
They Solar drove us midnight.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, it's incredible. That was like
Amazing.
4K footage at 60 frames per second. That's absolutely insane.
Good old. Got to use real inertial forces satellites.
Come on, left lane, say it. Thank God for satellites in space.
Gotta love them.